Here's how to negotiate pricing so you don't undercharge yourself. So this is another week of content from my premium newsletter at vegantechnomad.com. I'll be talking about the contents of today's premium email. So usually people pay for this, but I wanted to share it via video so that this knowledge is accessible to everyone. And also for the premium subscribers, you can listen to the audio version or this video while you're cooking, doing chores, or at the gym so that it is accessible to you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read this. It does include a few templates and scripts to help you make more money. So if you want links to those, you need to subscribe to the premium newsletter. So here's how to negotiate so you don't undercharge yourself. That's what this week's article is going to be about. Last week's article is about how to monetize. So you can check out the archive of previous week's articles on vegantechnomad.com. You have to sign in if you're a premium subscriber to unlock the article. So a quick summary of what I'm going to go over today. It's free templates and scripts to help you make more money. I'll explain a little bit of the templates. And then the biggest learnings from starting my agency. Third is how to set your pricing. And fourth is other learnings and announcements. And a side note is if you're not really sure what business you want to start, subscribe to this newsletter called Under 2K. They post cool businesses that you can buy and grow for under $2,000. The founder of this newsletter actually recently got laid off from his full-time job, so he might go all in on this Under 2K newsletter. He has 3 children to feed, so I thought I would support him and his cool initiative and newsletter. Okay, so let's move on to free templates and scripts to help you make more money. I actually created a proposal document because I'm starting my own agency. I'll talk more about how I priced this, like how I quoted them and my pricing and how I decided the pricing later on. But this is me proposing my services, my agency marketing services to a company after I had a call with them and kind of figured out what problems they were facing. And this is after I messaged them on LinkedIn. I'll talk more about how I pitched myself and how I tried contacting them. But basically, this template, it is pitching my social media marketing services. I had a meeting with them, and this is what I came up with after. So it says I'm pitching my full service social media marketing services. The pricing range is 5.5K to 6.5K per month, depending on the scope and number of posts. So I made a list of all the problems that they faced, and then right next to that list is the list of the solutions that I would bring, and it's like a one-to-one match. So, for example, they mentioned that it felt like there's a lack of authenticity on their social media. They don't have any faces on their feed, and it's unclear that it's a real company. And then my solution or scope of work that I'm proposing that they pay me for is UGC style videos. So UGC means user-generated content. It's just like videos of like real people, so it's more authentic. So these types of videos with faces, 20 videos a month, and this includes collaboration posts with my account, which has I think 60K followers now. Another problem they had was that their posts currently don't add consistent value. It's a productivity software as a service company, so they wanted to teach people productivity and add value to their lives. So I proposed I can come up with a whole content strategy and content calendar full of edutainment posts to educate and entertain them. They also said that they had a weak social media presence, and I noted during the call that they were getting tagged on TikTok, but they didn't even know that. Like, people were mentioning and promoting them like for free. So my proposed solution to that problem is distribution across multiple social channels, so Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. And this would also allow me to join in on those conversations of people who are already talking about them, and maybe even like ask them to make ads or like content for this company. Okay, so the next problem was it's hard to find UGC creators who understand the product. And then for me, my solution is to, I can do outreach for those creators who are already organically promoting this company. And then obviously once their social media platforms have been more revived and it's more active, I can do outreach on these platforms. Because like there's people taking taking them on TikTok, and I'm like, dude, you could totally just DM them or ask for a tag or something. But like they didn't have a TikTok account, or like it's not active. So I'm like, there's so many missed opportunities. Another problem of theirs was their number one channel for revenue can be very seasonal. It was Facebook and Instagram ads. It usually takes off during like January and New Year when people are wanting to like get more productive. So my solution was, this is something I've done before for my work. It's testing the ad creative, which is like the video and the headline and the copywriting on social media before running it as ads. And then, so that way you only test like the best ones that do the best before you put money into it for ads. And then the last problem that I listed here is the lack of resources and time while trying to keep their team lean. So they only have like 15 people on their team. So they're like, I don't have time to handle all these, like we don't have time to hire all these people. And I'm like, okay, just hire me, my agency. All I need is brand guidelines, and you can just set and forget, and I can do everything else and then report back to you weekly or monthly with the updates. And then the next heading here is save 16.5K with my agency. So again, 2 columns. First one, I list out like all the services that I just outlined, like my scope of work. And I'm like, this is how much it would cost if you hired freelancers for other stuff. So I literally like asked ChatGPT and I Googled, and it came to be like around 23K in monthly costs for freelancers. So it was like 4,000 for 20 UGC style videos per month at $200 per video, $2,000 for a content strategy with edutainment posts, $4,000 for a social media manager for multiple social channels, managing the comments, managing the community, posting, scheduling, etc. $3,000 for community managers or influencer outreach to source organic UGC and like events and stuff. $10,000 for performance marketers to brief and source the video, headline, and copy. Performance marketers are just people who do the ads. And then I'm like, okay, instead of paying for all that, you can pay for my agency, which is like $5.5 to $6.5 thousand every month. But that includes all the stuff I listed, plus also set and forget, because like I'm pretty independent. They can just give me guidelines, and then I'll just do everything. Like they don't have to micromanage them or be in meetings with me every week, unless they want to. It also includes knowledge of their product, because I have been a long-time user for many years, and I was a beta tester for them actually. Like I was there since the beginning, pretty much. Also includes my experience doing content marketing for productivity, and doing this for my full-time job as well, because I do marketing for an education company. So again, it's like B2C SaaS. Not only that, but I also say I have product design and CRO experience. CRO is conversion rate optimization. It's like A/B testing, organic, and ad creative and landing pages. Also collaboration with my personal brand, Vegan Tech Nomad, which has this amount of followers and this amount of newsletter subscribers. When I show, this is the last section, I show the proof of results. So I say 6% of revenue, or $3,000 has been attributed to my videos in the last 28 days. And I show a screenshot of people using my coupon code. But not everybody used my coupon code. So I'm pretty sure I made this company more. It's my full-time job. So it's a coupon code for my full-time job, entrylevel.net, which is like selling online courses. Anyway, my next proof of result is I grew my company's TikTok and Instagram to over... Okay, so Instagram is over 73,000 followers, and TikTok is around 50K followers. And then I have screenshots of like how I grew the company accounts. And then the last one is like just feedback on the ads I've done for the company and stuff. So it's a quote. "This is the best marketing strategy. Your copywriter is damn good." Somebody actually commented that on my ads, and I was like, Oh my gosh, like, because it's really hard to get people to like ads. And then I have a screenshot here of the metrics saying like I made this company a lot of money basically. Okay, so that is the first template. Oh my god, I'm not even halfway through this email yet. So your key takeaways from this proposal document template is first, understand the company's problems well and position yourself as the best person to solve those problems. So I asked them a lot of questions during our initial call before making this document, because I wanted to understand their problems and like figure out how I can best solve them, and like tell them I'm basically the best person for the job. And then 2, use anchor bios to position your pricing as the more attractive option, like what I did with my agency pricing can save your company a lot more money than if you hired freelancers for all these different positions. 3, use social proof and reviews to build trust. So like I screenshotted nice comments and all the money I made other companies. And 4, give only one option. So after getting some mentors to review the document, I removed the option of doing a trial run, which is just posting one video on my Instagram page, because I really wanted to just drive them towards my preferred option, which is the agency route. Okay, so the next template is a script. I made this after emailing a potential sponsor back. I actually I reached out to them on LinkedIn, and I thought they ghosted me, but they got back to me like a week later, I think. And my mentor also sent me another script. So your takeaway from this is, if they say they don't have a budget, try again and reframe it as you trying to understand how to best help them, and you can upsell potential sponsors and charge them more. So here are the scripts. I have a little note here saying, understand their problem and position yourself as the best person to help them solve that problem. Try to come up with rebuttals to their objections ahead of time. So this was the email I sent the sponsor back. They emailed me basically asking for a collaboration and asking me for my rates. So I emailed back saying, what's your budget for this project? If the scope of work is, number 1, creating a template, number 2, creating a video, including scripting, filming, and editing, and number 3, posting the video, whether it's like on Instagram only or like also YouTube, TikTok, etc. Then, like there's a lot of work there. I also wrote that I usually find DM automation does better than link in bio, because they requested me putting their company link in the bio. And I said I usually get people to comment on the post to boost engagement, and then it automatically DMs them with a direct link. But I say that I charge extra for this because I have to pay for the automation software and have to set it up. And then I add some additional, like optional add-ons if they want to have, like, make sure this campaign is a success. I say if they want to use my video for ads, I can add 3 different hook variations for them to A/B test and quote them for usage rights. Like 30 days or 60 days or 90 days ad usage rights. I can also give them exclusivity for 30 days, no promoting any of their competitors, because people are always asking me what tools I use. And this is just like stuff that they didn't really ask for that I thought I would add on. And the other thing is like during a meeting itself. So this was during in an email when they emailed me, but I also had I had one mentor send me their script for what they usually say as an agency when people tell them they don't have a budget. So you want to shoot back with, it's important to understand your limitations in order to formulate a strategy. Knowing a rough budget will also help me estimate whether your spend, or like how much money you're giving this agency, will likely move the needle towards your goals. Because obviously, if they only have budget for like 5 videos a month, you might have to wait a long time to see results. But if their budget has enough for like 20 videos a month, then they might see results faster. So you can give a more accurate quote that way. Okay, so those were the 2 main templates. Now let's move on to the other section of this email, which is biggest learning starting my agency. And I just like started. I haven't gotten any clients yet. Number 1, clarity and focus are key. Number 2, mentors provide helpful reminders and ideas. Number 3, network equals net worth. And then I read last week's article on monetization strategy for why I'm starting an agency. Okay, so elaborating on this first point, why clarity and focus are key. So my first startup actually failed because we tried doing too much, but that's a story for another day. Let me know if you're interested in hearing it by replying or commenting on this video. So anyway, after that, this time I promised myself I'm going to make an informed decision and take action without being deterred. I actually had people DMing me all the time, telling me that I should pay them to run a paid community for my audience, help me create a paid course, or set up an email course. These were cool ideas, but I said no to everything because I wanted to focus on just landing clients for my agency. If I tried doing multiple things alongside just my agency stuff, I would not have made as much progress, I think. Plus, I didn't want to spend time doing something when I haven't even validated that there's a demand for it yet. I don't know if people even want a paid community or a course or an email course. Lots of people will say, you can make so much money by doing this, but I'm like, does it actually bring value to my audience? And a lot of people will also say that they'll pay for something, but they don't actually. So you gotta validate by just like taking payments, which I didn't want to invest time into yet. So I actually did try to validate demand for a marketing agency in my niche on Reddit, but I didn't get too many comments. Somebody just said they struggled with marketing. So I used Gummy Search, which is a resource I recommended in last week's newsletter article. It pinpointed that many SaaS startups, SaaS is software as a service. That's what my niche will be. They're struggling with building an audience and a brand to differentiate from competitors. And this helped me figure out how I can position myself to solve their problems. Okay, so the next learning, mentors provide helpful reminders and ideas. I found a lot of experienced mentors from Twitter where I post regularly. I don't take everyone's advice, but it's still helpful to get outside perspective because some people's advice are conflicting. I was reminded by mentors to, number 1, communicate outcomes and deliverables to potential clients clearly so I can manage their expectations. Number 2, think long-term, like how agencies aren't as scalable as selling products because it still requires me to put in time to work and I have to hire contractors as I grow. But that's okay because I'll also do products, maybe in the future. Number 3, be specific about what I'm offering and what problems it solves. So for me, it's end-to-end social media marketing for B2C, business to consumer, SaaS, software as a service, startups to grow organically and build a loyal audience through valuable short-form video content. And number 4 is just being more confident in myself and my skills. So I have a screenshot here from a mentor on Twitter. I'm like, I feel like people have more faith in me than I do. And I said I'll do some research based on what they shared with me on power statements. And this person says, no problem. P.S. Everyone, no matter how successful you get, you will still have imposter syndrome. Believe in yourself and smash it. You obviously have something special to share and people love it and people love you too. Aww. I look forward to seeing more progression on your newsletter and here on Twitter. So that really helped. I felt like I could keep going with all the support. Another person suggested I should have UGC or user-generated content creators to help me make videos, which got me thinking like, maybe one day I'll actually have a course training aspiring creators. Like maybe, you are an aspiring creator and I'll have a course teaching them everything, like all my tips and tricks and give feedback and stuff. And then hire them to make videos for my agency's clients. Because I want to be known for being the agency for B2C SaaS startups, so business to consumer software as a service startups to get short form video, because a lot of UGC or user generated content creators do beauty and lifestyle products, and to me it's kind of hard to find creators that do software products or promote like tech products. Okay, my last learning from this agency stuff is a network equals net worth. To build your network, you need to be very proactive. All my prospective clients found me through me reaching out to them on LinkedIn and following up a bunch, like tagging them on social media, commenting on their posts and stuff, or me being active on Twitter and sharing my successes. So people started following me after seeing all my posts, sharing the cool things I'm doing, and they inquired about like, hey, can you do the same thing for me? Okay, this next section, how to set pricing. Sorry, hopefully you are not tired of my voice yet. Like, I'm a little bit tired of my own voice right now. But okay, we're almost done. I found two main ways after talking. Like, I spent hours in meetings and doing research and just talking to people to hear their experiences. And the two main ways I saw were cost-based pricing and value-based pricing. Cost-based is like calculating how much your pricing should be to cover your living expenses and the cost of providing your service or product. Value-based is pricing based on how much the customer values having their problem solved. Other pricing strategies can include staircase pricing, so like set the pricing low for a limited number of people and then increase it after those spots are gone. And then reverse engineering how much money you want to make. And I have a Twitter thread where people shared all their advice and stuff, and I link it in the premium newsletter. Okay, other learnings and announcements. Apparently, I can turn on comments for my posts. So every time I send an email out, the post also gets put on my website, and apparently people can comment on those, and I just have to turn on comments. So should have done that earlier. I made over $400 from Beehive, which is my email newsletter provider, from Beehive Boosts, because they make it so easy to monetize. So if you make a Beehive account, use my referral link. I'll put the referral link in this video description too. Okay, another reminder, I am increasing my premium subscription pricing to $11 a month starting on February 1st. So next premium email, that's going to be, my subscription pricing will be $11 a month. However, if you have already subscribed, your subscription will stay $5 a month forever because you purchased early. But if your friends or business partners or anyone else wants the $5 pricing, make sure they upgrade to premium before February 1st. Okay, that's all for today. Any feedback would be appreciated, so feel free to leave a comment on this video or just vote in the poll that I sent with the premium newsletter. Thank you.